Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much for giving up your time. And if you are watching this back, thank you very much for watching back the replay. You are here and you are watching this because Chloe has launched her own online business, her own e-commerce store, and she's very excited to be sharing that opportunity with you. And just a little bit about what it is that we are looking to impact and create within our own family's lives, but also then serving and paying that forward as well. So today we are just going to go through a couple of really short slides, just a little bit of background about the company, the products, and how it all works to see if there is going to feel any sort of alignment there for you. So a little bit about me really quickly. So my name is Naomi Waite. I am a bronze ambassador, a bronze leader here. I've been building this now for about 2 years. I'll say full time around my two kids, but full time in this space is really only like an hour or two a day. But I'm also a Pilates instructor. I'm a wife, and as you can see, they're two gorgeous girls. They run the household though. I'm not even going to pretend that I do. But I'm very passionate about helping other families and other mums to create abundance and choice in and around their families. Even if right now it's, people are really feeling that pinch, it could just be a couple extra $100, or whether it is that they want to drop a day at work or be a full-time stay-at-home mum, whatever that is, helping people to have that choice around their family. So I have been in the industry before with another company a few years ago when my eldest here, Brookie, was new, because I wanted something that I could work around my family and something that was flexible but still be present with them. However, super long story short, I did really enjoy the products of that company, but the company itself was not the right vehicle for me. It was a very saturated marketplace. Overall, the culture wasn't for me. It was just, with lack of a better word, icky. And I felt like I was always out to get the next person, and it was just pressure and yuck. And I just took a massive step back and fell out of alignment. It was also really hard for me to sustain any financial wins as well. So fast forward, I had Alice, this little monkey on my hip, who's now 2.5, and she was about 5 months old, 5.5 months when I started. And babies, they cost money. Kids cost money, okay? And the world's getting more expensive. And it was having those conversations with my hubby about, what are we going to be doing? You need to be doing sort of the more than just the odd Pilates class here and there, which was really something I love doing, but it was sporadic and nothing we could sort of count on financially, if that makes sense. And at the time, or the thought of putting my 5-month-old in care sort of 3 or 4 days a week really made me feel sick. And I was like, well, can we just wait till she's 1 and then we'll put her into care? And, I just didn't want to leave her. So I went looking for other options of what I could do for my family. And whilst my first company and first experience wasn't for me, I'm still grateful because it showed me what was possible in this space. It was sort of like my apprenticeship. Taught me a few things to do, but more importantly, taught me what not to do and what to look for in a new company. And so when I was looking, I did very much have shields up. I thought it was going to be very similar to everything else, but I was absolutely blown away with what I found. And I've been running, full steam ever since. So the company that we are here to talk about though today is Q Sciences, or Quintessential Sciences. And quintessential just basically means the best of the best. Now, we believe we are the right company to partner with for a few reasons. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of insight in a couple of short slides as to why. So we have been around for over 10 years, the company, and we are debt free. We are not owned by any other shareholders or things like that, which from a business perspective, and if you're looking at this from a business mindset, which I know a lot of you will be, that is a really important thing to know, because you need to know who you're sort of getting into business with. But we relaunched our business model in 2018 because we wanted to impact more people, accelerate the growth, and have a further reach, I suppose. So we're an American-based company, but since relaunching in 2018, we've had over 1,900% growth, which is absolutely crazy. And we are now in 27 countries and counting. And we're in the midst of a global expansion. So Australia, New Zealand marketplace is very much untapped, which again, if you have your business hat on, that is a really good thing, because right now, if you say Q Sciences to somebody, people really haven't heard of it much here in Australia and New Zealand, which just means it's easier for the newest person to win and to get in before that market saturation and before that biggest growth and momentum. In the last 5 years, excuse me, as well, We have also had 15 enhancements to our business model, which I'm going to touch on at the end. And our business model is the way that we get paid. It is your compensation, it's your weekly paychecks and all the different buckets in that. And in a time where the world is hurting financially and businesses are struggling with the economy and all these, people are trying to cut costs and take money off, and it's out of a necessity so their company can survive, and it's a scary time. Our company is actually putting more money on the table, and we just actually reduced our products up to 20% over our entire price range to help families right now, because the dollar isn't going obviously as far. So the right company though also needs the right mentors, and we have that in abundance here at Q. These two gentlemen here on the screen that you can see. So the elder gentleman sitting down, that's Mr. Mark Wilson. He's our CEO and founder. So he's the one that started Q Sciences over 10 years ago. He himself is a very family man. He's very, very smart businessman as well. But he was a two-time Super Bowl champion, very successful, very determined. And then he went into real estate, and he had a very successful career there as well, and retired pretty early, pretty young because of his success. But a man like Mark cannot sit on his hands for very long, and he got bored pretty quickly, and he wanted to be able to impact as many families' lives as they could. And faith being a very strong core value throughout our whole company, which I'll touch on as well, but particularly with Mark, he knew that the two ways that he could have that biggest impact was through people's health and through people's finances, and helping the families in those areas. So that's where Q Sciences was born from. Then enter Jake Spencer, who's the tall dark one there standing up, and he's the one that's behind that growth in our business model. He's the one who revamped it back in 2018, and he and his wife Sarah are absolute pillars of our company. And they are something that is very rare and special, because these guys here are only owners, but Jake and Sarah themselves have over 10 years industry experience. Now, why that is so important is because they know what it's like to be in the field like us, to actually be working and building this business. In my opinion, though, I think it's more important because it knows what he doesn't want and what he won't put up with within their own company. And I think that is, more important, really. So you also need the right products, though, to obviously back all of this up, right? So we have a full suite of products here. This is just some of them here on the screen, but we literally have something for everybody, from children all the way up to the elderly. So we have, protein powders, pre-workouts, post-workouts. We have sublingual vitamin sprays. We have a medical grade matrix collagen, which is absolutely amazing, one of our best sellers. We have these really cool things called terpene elixirs. I will touch on really quickly. I love them, and they were one of the big ticks for me when I was looking into Q. That is these little bad boys down here. So over in America, we are big in the CBD, like hemp oil space, but obviously in Australia and New Zealand, we cannot get those products here. So these are 100% natural. They're not from cannabis, hemp, anything like that. They are made 100% from plants, but they mimic what a CBD would do. So it's all natural. We have one for natural pain relief or discomfort in the body. We have one for really deep rejuvenative sleep, our mama's best friend. We have one called Create, which is like lightning in a bottle. So for an overactive mind to concentrate in on one task. So if you're like me and you have a million tabs open in your brain all at once, this will help you to sort of concentrate at the task at hand. And then my favorite in this range would probably be the Chill. And this is just like the name suggests. So there is, it just takes away the overwhelm or the stress, when you've got all the relatives and all the craziness around Christmas all over, and you're overstimulated at the end of the day, and the dog's barking and the kids are making noise, and you just, feel up here. It just helps you to relax, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Again, there's no THC. You're not going to get drug tested. There's nothing in it at all that is going to make you affect your senses. It just sort of helps you to relax a bit. And I take it when I am overstimulated at the end of the day. And I can have the same sort of chaos happening around me with all the kids and the things, trying to get them into bed, and it just doesn't affect me in the same way. So I'll move on really quickly. I want to touch on a couple of our best sellers. Now, this is our Q Core vitamins. This is the foundation for your business, but also the foundation for your health. Our Q Core multivitamins are made up of 4 different vitamins, and they come in these little AM and PM packets, and they focus on your gut health, your mood, your mental health, your inflammation within the body, and just filling the nutritional gaps. So this is sits in the average person's cart for 27 months, basically showing you again that when you get on this this product, people notice it very quickly. It is a practitioner quality product. The only place really that you can get something of this standard is from a naturopath, and these are naturopathically formed as well. But again, bringing it back to the business mindset for a second here, the fact that someone stays on this product for a long time means that it is about having that quality over quantity, whether you are building through teams or through customers, because when people get on this product, they're going to continue to reorder from you, of which you get paid on over and over again, which I'm going to touch on again in a minute. Then we have sublingual vitamin sprays. These are so amazing and they're really great for kids. So sublingual meaning you spray it straight under your tongue. Second fastest way to absorb anything into your body aside from IV. Fun fact. But our sleep spray is our #1 selling spray and one of our top selling products over our entire range. They're a really affordable price bracket as well. They're like $30 and it's a natural melatonin spray. I would use it with the kids. You just adjust the dosage when they are overwhelmed, when it is Christmas and they've had too much sugar and they're running around, it's crazy, and you need them to just go to sleep. You just have 1 or 2 sprays under the tongue. Me and the hubby use it as well. And it's just lights out. It turns off my overthinking brain when I'm lying down. Have I done this? Did I do that? Did I feed the cat? What have I got to do tomorrow? All of those things, when my brain switches on when I'm trying to go to sleep, it just shuts it all down. It's absolutely amazing and a favorite in our household. Then we have a range of Q drinks. So a couple here on the screen. So first of all, you'll see these before and afters. This is from Kayla. She's one of our mentors and one of my personal mentors and top leaders here. That you can just see in her face the redness and the dewiness of her skin. That is as thanks to this little bad boy here. This is called our Revive. This is our newest one in the drinks range. And what this actually is, we sort of nicknaming it, a facial in the cup, but it is actually a BCAA drink. So really great for gym, for pre or post workout or during a workout. But what it focuses on is really deep hydration in a cellular form. So like it's got hyaluronic acid, all your key electrolytes, things like that. It's sort of like a salty lemon flavor, very subtle. So great to mix into other things. I quite like it on its own. But it is absolutely amazing. And because of the hydration that your body's receiving, it actually helps you to shed some water weight, help with bloating, but also you can see just the clarity in your skin, and your skin actually just feels denser, if that makes sense. Then we have like a range of natural energy drinks. We have sports drinks, which you can see there is the red. That's our newest flavor in the cherry, Black Ops cherry, and a greens powders. We have some for kids. They are tropical flavored, absolutely delicious. Or my favorite flavor is the original, which is the apple and cinnamon. Hands down the best greens I've ever tasted. They do not taste like grass clippings and gives you a really good energy boost, aids digestion, detoxing, all that stuff. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Last one like this that I will quickly touch on is our medical grade collagen. Now, collagen is a buzz right now. Most people would have heard of collagen or know someone that is taking collagen. What sets ours apart is that it is a liquid. Yes, there are other liquids out there, and you definitely want to make sure if you are consuming a collagen, it is liquid, because you're not absorbing a lot of those powdered ones. But what sets ours apart is it's a medical grade, so the best quality that you can get, but also a matrix, meaning there's 4 different types of collagen in there, because your body's made up of 10 different types of collagen. So we have 2 in the range. The purple more focuses on full body anti-aging, hair, skin, and nails, fine lines, wrinkles, absolutely amazing. People see results in as little as 2 weeks. The gold one there has a little bit more of a different focus. It's more like a post-workout. So it's got whey protein and BCAAs to help muscle tone, definition, tissue health, joints. So my grandpa, by the way, as a little side note, he uses this collagen. He's 84. He doesn't take this because he's worried about how his skin looks. This helps his joints so he can actually move a lot freer, and he notices it big time if his order is late or if he hasn't had it. So that's sort of how they sort of work differently. All right. Absolute last one I'm going to touch on is our, otherwise we will be here all day, is our Q Bright. So this is our toothpaste and color corrector. It's a duo system there. You can purchase them individually as well. But these results you're seeing here on the screen are from 1 use of 2 minutes of brushing and using the color corrector. Our toothpaste is fluoride free, natural, just has some essential oils in there for flavoring like mint. But otherwise the color corrector, you just sort of put it on for a couple of minutes. You can use a little plastic retainer that you just buy from the chemist, or you can just brush it on. And it's absolutely amazing. And this is part of our home line, which we have got a few products in that we're expanding into. And again, with this, the heart behind why Q went into this home line. So we have natural home cleaners, laundry powders, surface sprays. We're going into pet care and health and stuff as well. And more personal care items, but it is to help families redirect their spend on items that they're already purchasing at Woolworths or Coles into their own online store, where they get discounts, and also allows them to then be commission active so that they can add extra paychecks into their household, especially right now. And I hope that everybody does brush their teeth every day. So you can now buy your toothpaste from your own store. Okay, enough about the products. I am going to talk into the business side a little bit here now, and a little bit on the money. I am going to try and go through this pretty short and sweet. And if you want to go through obviously in more detail and have questions, we can do that on a separate call. But one of the first things I want to kick off with talking about, because it does really show how Q is very different and the impact. And this is very much in line with our what we call our 5Fs. So they're our values of our company, that are our core values that are rooted, all the way from the owners all the way down. And they are faith, whatever that means to you, but obviously being a part of something bigger than yourself and having your faith as the first priority and having that, up before anything else. Family, obviously super important. That was a big thing for me as well. Finances, fitness, and friends. So our 5Fs, and that's what is rooted in this. And with this financial freedom movement, it's about helping you to level up your financial game. So not just earning more money to spend more money, which I'm guilty of. I get a pay raise, and then at the end of the year, I've just spent more money. I didn't know how. Do you know what I mean? This is more about, instead of leveling up your lifestyle, being smarter with it, help you to demolish your debt, to establish emergency saving plans, to learn investment strategies, diversify income streams and stuff, and to actually have to be in a really solid financial position. So what this is, it's a payment on top of the other 5 ways, which I'm going to touch on in a minute. So this is our 6th way in Australia and New Zealand that we get paid towards a nominated debt. So you nominate a debt of choice, they will pay you towards that. So your rent, your mortgage, any credit cards, car loans, things like that. And it goes towards that to help you, demolish that debt whilst simultaneously establishing a savings plan. And if you are debt free, they, can help you they'll still pay you that payment. It'll just go towards a super or a investment strategy and things like that. So it is really about trying to help teach families what to do with their money and to set their families up to be able to pay that forward. So it also comes with that, financial coaching and stuff. So let's talk about the money and how this all works. So you might be sitting there thinking, this is all sounding good, but what do I actually have to do and how does it all work? So we get paid 6 different ways, as I said. Really simply put, you can get paid 3 ways in your customers. We have a sliding scale up to 37%. So we have a volume-based compensation plan. So depending on how much volume or product is going through your business, you get paid a sliding scale of commission on that. You also then get paid a set pay on your customer commissions, and then we have bonuses attached with the customers. So that's basically when you get started, you'll get your own online e-commerce website done for you. You can basically send people to, if they just want to grab some of that sleep sprays, grab some collagen, something to help with their gut health or detoxing, whatever that is, they purchase from your store, you get paid commission, just like they go and shop online, click and collect. I did my groceries, online now. It's just easier with the kids as well. It's just the way the world is going. It's just directing them straight to your store. So you have your set pay, but then we also have our teams. And this is my favorite playing ground because I am very passionate, like I said at the start, about helping families and mums in particular to have that choice around their kids and just around, look, just the chaos of life, right? It is crazy, especially this time of year, and just helping families right now to breathe that little bit more. So this is where we partner with other people who are wanting to create an extra income, helping them to start their own online business, just like Chloe has, and then helping them to do the same thing and adding that weekly paycheck in and meeting them wherever that is at, like whatever is going to make a difference for you and your family. So what I love about this is it is a set pay, so you can tell me exactly what is going to make a difference to you financially. And I can show you exactly what that looks like on here. So we have stackable bonuses on here as well. The first ones here that you can see highlighted in yellow. So there is a total of 1,550 Aussie dollars to be collected in your first full month. So if you did get started in December, they actually give you a whole calendar month. So you would have until the end of January in order to collect those. The rest, though, are like pretty much forever accessible. If it takes you sort of 6 months to get to, you know, bronze or silver, you'll just get sort of that $5,000 bonus whenever you get to there. There's no sort of time pressure on that. So through this part, this is where it is really just, you know, connecting with people. It's a relationship building business, just connecting and serving people rather than selling, service over sales, and just seeing if people are open to adding an extra income and open to taking a look, and then showing them the steps and plugging them into our system. The best part of this as well, and the simplicity of it, is that you only need to know 2 people to be able to unlock that whole compensation plan. So we also have systems to retain your customers. So you're not always feeling like you're out there trying to find the next, and feeling burnt out and feel like you're always trying to push products on people and things like that. It just feels yuck for everybody. I know it feels yuck for me. So we do have, you can get your products on subscription where you actually get, you don't have to, but customers can use this and they actually get free product. If they've had it on for more than 3 months and they just keep their subscription going, they'll get free product each month. But you also get access to this app here you can see on the screen, which is called MyQFit. And this is like a personal trainer in your pocket. You get designated a trainer. At the moment, they're American, so it's a little bit of a time delay, but it's a real person. We're in the process of setting up a team here in Australia. They can customize the workouts for you, meal plan methods, macro tracking, all of these like daily habit trackers and things. And you can do Pilates workouts, home workouts, gym workouts, dance workouts, yoga, whatever is your thing, all just from this app. And helps to retain your customers as well. But everything, there's no minimum order here. It's even for your customers. You get access to wholesale pricing. There's a 30-day money-back offer. So there is zero risk. And also it's a consumable product. So again, bringing it back to the business, because that's why I know a lot of you will be here or be watching this back. The fact that it's a 30-day consumable product with majority of our products, or really all of them, it means that people are going to continue to, once they get something and they like it in their bodies, they're going to continue to reorder it. So it's not like you're having to always looking for that next all the time. Okay, so becoming an ambassador, what does that actually look like? So you can start your business for under 350 Aussie dollars, and starting a business and working for yourself is really how you're going to get in front, especially when the economy is like this. And I'm not going to pretend to be some sort of economic expert. I am not at all, but I know that it's getting expensive. And I know that to have that freedom and that choice and all of that, you do need to sort of be out on your own and doing something to earn money for yourself instead of building somebody else's dreams, right? And you cannot open a traditional business for less than $350. So what this gets you your own e-commerce site ready to use, simple onboarding and training. We literally plug you into our simple steps and systems, and you get to earn money while you're learning, okay? You get access to our ARC app. So that is app to run your business from your phone. It has all of your business numbers, resources, everything you need with product information, resources, you know, everything you need to build your business when you've got team working with, all at the palm of your hand. And then that MyQFit app, like we spoke about, all for free. And then you just grab a couple of products. So that's whatever is aligned with your goals, what you're looking for. What we suggest is grabbing and starting with that Q Core product, because that is such a phenomenal product and the foundation for, like I said, your health and your business. And then just adding a few of the favorites, something that's in alignment with your goals, whether that is more in the home line or whether it is something, you know, health related. And you can sort of come to us and let us know where your budget is at, what you're wanting to focus on, and we can we'll be able to find something to accommodate, you know, in and around there somewhere, because we have so many things. I've only literally scratched the surface, like I said. So what's next? I'm going to ask a couple of questions here and just sort of, you know, think of these in your own mind. But do you have a few hours per week that you could put towards something like this, something where you could, you know, it can literally be done in 5 hours a week and not all at once. It can be 30 minutes here and there, but it might just mean, you know, giving up, you know, an extra show of Netflix each night, or waking up a little bit earlier, or doing some work if you've got little ones while they're down, and things like that. But finding a few hours a week that you could put into adding an extra income stream and learning the skills to start your own online business and plugging into our systems. Do you want to make an extra income? I'm going to guess that that's answer is probably yes. And do you have a heart to help others? This is really big because it really is, number one, it's in alignment with our values of, faith and family and serving and impacting other people. I love to say creating an income with impact, because you cannot have success in this business unless you help other people win. And with that, just creates such a beautiful, team environment and empowering other people, and it just makes your ride along the way so much nicer. Really big in like personal growth and growing yourself into, sort of leadership and helping other people to win. And can you think of two people? So you only need two people, like I said just before, that want to do this with you, that whether it is a part-time or a full-time, we do meet people wherever they're at in whatever capacity that is, but two people that could do with an extra $1,550 into January. And helping, and what would you do with that money sort of going forward? What would that money do for your family? So getting started, I'm almost done, I promise. We basically just help you to set up your account. Chloe can send you her link. We can work out what products are going to be best within your goals and your budget. Get started. Like I said, grab the Q Core, grab a few of your favorites, some of our natural energy drink, our greens, powders, whatever that is. It's a sleep spray, highly recommend. And then we just plug you straight in. So we will add you into like a support chat like this. You are always supported here at Q. That is one thing we pride ourselves on a lot, because there is so much support and access to, trainings and things that we just plug you straight into. And then we just help you to find your two people. So we help you to find two people that want to do this with you, and then we help them to do the same thing. We train them for you. We do the heavy lifting for you. We help them to get their first paycheck. And our goals, our first goal is always to obviously get your return on investment back first. And then if we work basically week to week, so we want to focus on getting your first paycheck. So if we helped you find your two people by next Saturday, you would actually receive your first paycheck by December 30th, so that very next Saturday. So we want to get your business in green as quickly as possible and get your return on investment as fast as we can, and get you working towards those 1,550 bonuses. So I am going to stop sharing here, and I am going to stop the recording. But if any of that resonated with anybody who might be watching this back, please we'll get back to Chloe and we can have a chat and answer any questions to do your due diligence to see if this is going to be a fit for you. But I am going to just